according sa CoinMarketCap, there's over 10,000 cryptocurrencies currently. And among 10,000, makikita mo dyan yung top 10. Sa top 10, makikita mo dyan kung bakit sila top 10. Yes, kasi nandyan yung value. Valuable sila. Pero hindi lahat na nandyan sa top 10 is really valuable. I mean, walang utility. Ayokong tirahin ng Dogecoin, though alam ko some of your audience baka fan sila ng Dogecoin. Ito yung meme coin na tinatawag. Meme coin kasi actually ang history ng Dogecoin is just started as a joke. Joke kasi gusto nilang patunayan na ang Bitcoin is a joke. So gumawa sila ng isang klase ng joke Bitcoin, which is Dogecoin. Unfortunately, naging successful siya. Though hindi siya, walang masyadong founders or group of people na sumusuporta sa development ng Dogecoin. Pero naging valuable siya just because of Elon Musk. Ngayon, gusto kong i-share sa inyo kung ano yung laman ng portfolio ko, crypto assets wise. Number one, largest holdings ko ng cryptocurrency is XRP. Number two is Bitcoin. Actually, ginawa ko lang siya as insurance, as I mentioned before sa last meeting natin. Then, the third one is HBAR, or yung crypto asset ng Hedera Hashgraph. Then, Bitru, kasi user rin ako ng Bitru exchange. And Holochain. Sinabi ko lang yung mga yun kasi yun yung laman, yung top performing kasi siya. Kaya ako siya yung ginawa. The rest kasi very small amount lang. Mga 0.1% lang siya ng portfolio. Mostly nasa XRP ako. And pero upcoming na isang digital asset, hindi pa available sa market. Though meron ng IOU sa Poloniex tsaka sa Bitro. It is called FLR or Spark Token ng Player Networks. Ito, though alam kong napakalaki ng potential nito, ito kasi yung inaalagaan ng malalaking institutions na magiging Ethereum killer. Bakit? Kasi ang focus niya is smart contracts and DeFi, ang player networks, ang Spark token. So I think by next week or after 2 weeks, baka ilalabas na siya i-distribute na siya sa lahat ng XRP holder before December 12. Yun kasi yung time na nag-snapshot sila. Kung holder ka ng XRP, 1:1.01 sabi mo lang 1:1 ratio ang ibibigay sa'yo na Spark token. Actually, nag-post ako sa isang group ni Gorvic na ano yung exchanges na nagsusupport sa Spark token. Nandun, merong currently over 50 exchanges sa buong mundo. So, kung may further question ka dyan, just guide me para...
Yeah, I'm also learning kasi I don't really have an idea in terms of cryptocurrency in general. So, yeah, I really need your help in terms of, I think a majority of us don't really know about cryptocurrency in general. That's why we're all listening. So go ahead. Go ahead lang with your flow.
Pwede ba akong mag-share dito?
Go. Na pwede. And you can share your phone or your screen.
Sorry. Ongoing na ba? Again,
Yep, we can see you. We can see your phone. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Ito
you're
yung
using
coin market.
coinmarket.com. So dyan mas ang resources dyan always
Yeah,
maganda. Okay.
actually, ito kasi yung so far very broad ang kanyang coverage sa lahat ng cryptocurrencies. And
Mhm.
proven and tested na kasi siya na metrics.
Mhm.
As of now kasi, ang owner nito, kung alam niyo na, is ang Binance.
Okay.
User kayo na Binance?
Yes, yes.
Recently kasi, I think over a year or two ago, nabili nila ng CoinMarketCap. Kaya sila na ang may-ari na. So dito makikita nyo, ilan to pinablish siya, October 1, 2020. Though old, pero tingnan natin. Economics is the topic, understanding the supply and demand characteristics of cryptocurrency. Hindi ako masyadong magbibigay ng detail dito, pero magbibigay lang ako sa inyo ng overview. Paano ba tinitignan ang tokenomics ng isang asset? Actually, dyan kasi, parang yan kasi magiging metric kung saan nanggagaling ang value ng isang asset. Let's go to CoinMarketCap. Dito na lang ako. Kasi mas madali sa akin. Ako, makikita niyo yung assets ko dito. Yung
Sige
current
lang
valuation.
para makita namin.
Doon nakasulat kasi sa ayan. Nakikita niyo yung screen ko?
Yep. We can see Bitcoin.
Yes, okay. So, ayan. Currently, si Bitcoin is $39,220 US. So nag-update ito at I think every 5 to 6 minutes itong coin market cap. Ethereum is $2,481. Hindi ako holder niyan. And then ito si Binance. Si Binance very valuable assets to. Actually na-overlook ko to. Hindi ko siya financing kasi. Although tinitingnan ko na siya 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Hindi ako bumili even one Binance. Alam niyo ba na kung magkano lang siya nung tinitingnan? That's only around $18. $18, $20 doon na siya naglalaro. Pero look at the price mo. 356. And then, eto, isa akong holder din ng Cardano. The small amount. And Dogecoin. Hindi ako holder niyan. Then XRP. Ito, number one largest holdings. $0.86. Nabili ko siya, the lowest, the value that I bought XRP around $17. 17 cents, sorry. And kung ngayon, bibili ka ngayon ng mga crypto assets, actually, magandang mag-start na small, don't go big. Ang lagi kong sinasuggest sa lahat ng interested na bumili ng crypto assets is try to start small. Kasi manghihinayang ka kasi kapag, for example, meron kang, let's say, 10,000 pesos. Gusto mo na ibili ng isang asset, let's say XRP. Nabili mo siya ngayon ng $0.86. Then after a week, bumagsak siya ng, let's say, 0.80 cents. Manghihinayang ka na bibili ka po ulit ng XRP kasi naibili mo na siya lahat last week. So, ang tawag ko dun is dollar cost averaging. So, bibili ka lang kung kailan medyo mababa yung price niya. So, medyo maganda ang strategy niya. Strategy siya kasi nakakabili ka na mas marami. Kumbaga. And then, let's go back. Polkadot, isang magandang platform din to. Pero, maybe later on ko consider kung bumili rin ito. Uniswap, sabi nila decentralized dito, pero as claimed by CTO ng Ripple, si David Schwartz, sabi niya hindi hindi decentralized ang Uniswap. Actually, gusto kong malaman kung bakit niya nasabi. Kasi ganito yan. Ang isang platform, masasabi mo siyang decentralized kapag controlled siya ng maraming entities. Hindi lang isa, dalawa, tatlo group of people. Dapat marami siyang entities. Katulad ng Bitcoin. Ang Bitcoin, sabi nila, is decentralized. Actually, kung i-analyze mo na mabuti kung decentralized ba talaga ang Bitcoin or hindi. Actually, a majority ng mining happens in China. Around 65%. Mining pool. Ang mining pool kasi ito yung group of miners na nagkukumpul-kumpul sila, and then pagsasamay nila yung mining power nila sa isang pool, which is controlled again Chinese companies. I think around 8 to 12 Chinese companies, Chinese mining pool companies controlled ng China. Kaya pag pinagsama-sama mo yung mining pools na yun, which accounts around 65% or more, nasa China. Kaya yung ibang narrative pagdating sa mining ng Bitcoin, sinasabi nila is centralized ang Bitcoin. Pero overall, I consider na decentralized pa rin Bitcoin kasi even individual person pwedeng mag-mine ng Bitcoin kahit using your laptop, i-upgrade mo lang siya using high level lang DJI card, i-upgrade mo siya. Actually, mapapamahal ka. At hindi rin ang biro ang pagmina ng Bitcoin kasi kailangan mo ng supercomputers. Kung aware kayo sa ASIC computers, ito yung mga klase ng supercomputers na kaya magmina ng Bitcoin. Kung try mo magmina ng Bitcoin gamit ng laptop mo or ng cellphone mo, it takes maybe 1 million years bago ka mina ng 1 Bitcoin using your computer. Ganon siya ka-powerful. Ganon kalaki ang power na kailangan gamitin ng pagmimina. So, hindi madali magmina ng Bitcoin kung tutuusin. And magastos siya.
Yeah. Sir, question. So, you're already at mining, no? Bitcoin is honestly created by programmers, di ba?
Yes.
Any crypto is created by programmers. So ako, as a bit skeptic, a bit partly believes in Bitcoin. How would you now say that everybody can create their own crypto, and how would you say that Bitcoin can really be the future currency in the future? Like, is it na talaga ang Bitcoin will be the future currency if everybody can create crypto and it was created by the name na yung sinabi mo kanina, I forgot the name, no? What's stopping other programmer to create their own?
Ganito, ang Bitcoin kasi siya ang first mover. Pero hindi lahat ng first mover kasi pagdating sa industry is siya ang the best, siya ang best performer. Sa ngayon, makikita mo siyang best performing asset ng crypto dahil siya nga rin nauna. Pero later on, sooner or later, maybe give more around 2 to 3 to 5 years more, hindi man na siya makikita as a number one. Pwedeng may possibility and which is malaking possibility na ma-overtake siya ng Ethereum kasi mas maraming function ng Ethereum kumpara kay Bitcoin. Si Ethereum kasi, dun ka pwede mag-create na sarili mong cryptocurrency. Yun yung Ethereum virtual machine na tinatawag nila. On top of Ethereum, pwede kang gumawa na sarili mong program, sarili mong cryptocurrency, then ibebenta mo sa public. Yun yung nangyayari. Ang ginawa nila sa Bitcoin, walang ganong klaseng programming capabilities ng Bitcoin, pero meron silang tinatawag na forking. Ang ginawa nila, finork nila ang Bitcoin, then lumabas ang Bitcoin Cash kung familiar kayo doon, then marami pang iba. Even yung
Hello, kuya.
Si Digibyte, ayan. Yan, lumabas
Ayan
din
na nga.
siya as a part ng Bitcoin. Paano ba nangyari ang forking? Di ba sabi ko kanina,
Iwali
ang
mo.
Bitcoin is series of blocks. Single lang siya. Kumbaga, isang linya lang siya. Isang highway, super highway.
Nanti, Gidi.
Ngayon, sa forking, sa super highway, gumawa sila ng
Hello, kuya.
kalsada
Hello, Pogi.
na nakadikit dun sa
Ba't
super
makamas
highway.
ka? Or ka ba't?
So, ibang chain na yun. Yun yung, for example, yung North Express Highway,
Ano?
Expressway, papuntang North.
Saan ka
Then,
galing? Ba't nakamas
gusto
ka?
nila yun yung Bitcoin, let's say.
Oh,
And
okay.
then, yung Bitcoin Cash is gusto niyang
Kaya ka matod?
ang problema kasi ng Bitcoin is yung scalability.
Very good.
Hindi niya kasi mapabilis yung
Sige.
transaction, hindi niya rin mapalaki yung kanyang scale ng kung
Makulong
ilang
na?
bits ang pwede niyang or yung blocks, yung
Nasaan
size
siya?
ng blocks kung gaano ba kabilis
Hindi naman
kalaki ang
ganipid.
kaya niyang
Malungkot.
ipoprocess. Kaya ang daming lumabas na forking ng Bitcoin. Kaya pero hindi sila naging valuable katulad ng Bitcoin Cash.
Or may gira yung
Actually,
mamang
nasa
kotse.
top 10 din siya before, pero konti-unti nawawala siya doon. Ang ginawa kasi ng Bitcoin Cash is the same as Bitcoin. Ginagamit
Wala
yung
naman ito na
Bitcoin Bitcoin blockchain. Pero ang naging ano ba to? Nagkaroon siya ng sariling chain, kumbaga. Though,
Ang inulam yun?
ganito, paano ko explain? Yung chain is single chain. Nadugtungan lang siya ng another chain kasi nga pinork siya. Kumbaga tinusok and then nag-connect. Isang linya ng kuryente and then nagtusok ka doon sa kalagitnaan ng transaction, then meron ka ng sariling chain. Ganon ang nangyari sa Bitcoin na forking. Pero again, kung titingnan mo yung value ng cryptocurrencies, napaka hirap siyang i-encourage na i-adapt ng maraming tao kasi nga first and foremost bago siya. At the same time, even though existing na ang Bitcoin for over 10 years, nasa early stage pa rin siya. Kung tatanungin mo ako, Bitcoin ba is nasa peak na ba siya ng kanyang price? I guess no. Kasi kung titingnan mo ang chart ng Bitcoin, lahat din siya. Lahat ng assets. Majority ng top 10. Medyo mabagal lang yung internet ko, ha? Pasensyahan niyo na.
Yeah, it's okay. But since it's the same cryptocurrency, it moves in the same direction. So same asset lang kasi sila. Mostly sideways, but it really moves on the same direction kasi pareho lang naman silang crypto, diba? There's a question here. Can we use cryptocurrency as currency considering it is very volatile? Aside sa positive response sa El Salvador, what are the responses of the central banks around the globe?
Actually, may fallback yan later on sa kanila din, sa El Salvador. Since napaka-volatile, kasi ang hirap, parang ganito, bentahan mo ko ng, let's say, sasakyan. Sabihin mo na lang, ang value ng sasakyan yun, second hand, let's say, is 1 Bitcoin, which is currently $39,000. Ngayon, after a week, yung Bitcoin mo is, let's say, bumagsak siya ng around 10,000. So, paano mo maintain yung value ng gano'n? Napaka-volatile. Sino ang nalugi ngayon? Sino ba? Yung nagbenta ba o yung bumili? Yun yung magiging fallback kasi ng Bitcoin sa ngayon kung gagamitin mo siya as currency.
So, in outlook, kailangan din siyang magkaroon ng stability if it's maging centralized.
Hindi centralized, stable state. Actually, nagiging unstable ang price ng Bitcoin dahil nga sa market movement.
Yeah, which dictated by the supply and demand. Diba?
Yes.
Oo.
And by dictated as well by whales. Whales, sino ba tong mga whales? Sila yung largest holders ng Bitcoin,
Mhm.
which is only
So, paano
some
natin?
group of people.
So sabihin natin, moving forward, if this is gonna be a future, what is your imagination? Where in example, like a currency, how is it gonna be controlled in terms of price? Same what from your example, na it's not gonna be that volatile in terms of value.
Ganito, kapag sobrang taas na ng value ni Bitcoin, madali na, doon na siya magiging stable. Kasi,
Okay.
let's say for example, kapag sobrang mahal na niya, hindi na ganito, hindi mo na ibebenta lahat ng holdings mo. Pakonti-konti na lang. Kung gusto mo,
Yeah.
let's say, kailangan mo lang ng, let's say, kailangan mo lang ng 1 billion, and then yung worth ng 1 billion mo is only 10 Bitcoins. So, hindi mo kailangan magbenta ng millions of Bitcoins para lang makuha yung value na gusto mo. So, doon siya yun yung time na magiging stable si Bitcoin. Pag mahal siya, sobrang mahal. Satoshis na ang gagamitin, hindi na Bitcoin itself. Not unless large transactions.
Okay. Oh yeah, it's a good logic. Yeah. Though. See, we can yeah. Go ahead, sir. And continue. Thank you for answering.
And then yung si XRP, ang favorite ko. Bakit ko favorite yan? Hindi dahil sa tribal ako o may group of people na gusto lang si XRP, no? Because of the utility. Currently kasi, kung babalikan niyo yung na-research ko for the last 3 years, 4 years, napakalaki kasi ng web of connection ng Ripple. Kanina ba siya nakikipag-usap sa World Bank, sa BIS or Bank of International Settlements, WEF, World Economic Forum, World Trade Organizations. Actually, ang tawag sa kanila is world government. Ito na kasi yung nagpapatakbo sa buong mundo. Hindi kasi country, hindi US. Hindi US ang nagpapatakbo sa buong mundo. Kundi itong malalaki group of entities sila. Ngayon, bakit si XRP? XRP kasi ito lang yung so far na regulatory compliant. Siya lang yung company na nakikipag-usap sa lahat ng gobyerno na i-adapt ang distributed ledger technology or blockchain technology para sa in the future. Napakalaki kasi ng problema natin pagdating sa finance. Imagine mo, pag magpapadala ka ng pera from abroad going to Philippines, gagamit ka ng remittance center. Ang remittance center, kapag magbabank-to-bank transaction ka, it takes days, even sometimes weeks. Maabot pa nga sometimes ng 2 weeks. Ganun kagrabe ang bagal ng transaction pagdating ng bangko. Which is, pagdating, kaya lumabas si PayPal. Si PayPal kasi kaya niyang mag-process ng transaction in an instant. Pero may problema pa rin sila. Even ang Visa, Mastercard, 'di ba instant din ang transaction nila. Pero meron kasi siyang underlying processing kung paano nila pinoproseso yung transaction, which is called settlements. Kumbaga yung bayaran. Yung bayaran mismo is na-delay din. For example, yes, nakuha mo yung transaction mo, nagawa mo yun, nakuha mo yung gusto mo, nakabili ka using Visa, Mastercards. Pero yung Visa and Mastercard na magbabayad doon sa merchant na pinagbilhan mo, it takes days, even weeks din. Which is yung to settle, yung para bayaran yung transaction mo. Which is still existing problem until now. Yun yung gustong isolve na problema ng XRP. To make all settlements in an instant. Actually, nangyayari ang settlement ngayon kasi napaka-liquid na ng XRP in 3 to 5 seconds. Ganito, pag bumili ka or nag-transact ka using XRP, bayad na kagad siya. Settled na yung transaction. Wala nang paligoy-ligoy pa. As in direct. Ang tawag kasi sa kanya is bridge currency. Ganito yan. Kung natatandaan mo last week, sinabi ko din na ginagamit ko ang XRP to transfer money from Saudi Arabia to Philippines. Paano yung ginagawa ko? From my XRP accounts, in exchange na ginagamit ko, let's say Bitro, magta-transfer ako ng XRP sa coins.ph. Pakita ko lang si coins.ph. Marami naman siguro din sa inyo user ng coins.ph. Yan. So, sa coins.ph, dyan ako nagta-transfer and nagli-liquidate ng XRP. Nakikita niyo siya?
Yeah.
Okay. Pakita niyo yan. Philippine peso, meron siyang laman ng 5 peso, BTC, 0, ETH, 0, Bitcoin Cash, 0. XRP, merong 0.60 XRP or in valuation niya ay 25 pesos. So, dyan ako nagta-transfer. So, from Bitro, let's say, i-press ko tong receive. Yeah. So, sa ngayon, medyo complicated pa sa ibang tao kung paano mag-process ng transfer. So, pero ito naman, i-guide ka naman palagi kung paano mag-process. Ayan. Yeah. Yan yung wallet ko. And then, wag niyong kakalimutan din yung destination tag. Yung institutional wallet address, kasi yun yung parang ganito, parang yung, let's say, PNB. Yung PNB is yung wallet address ko. Ngayon, yung destination tag is yung, kumbaga, yun yung account ko sa PNB. Kaya, huwag mong kakalimutan yung account mo, which is yung destination tag. Kasi nakikigamit ka lang ng platform na coins.ph. So, yan, napakabilis ng transaction dyan. To tell you honestly, 3 to 5 seconds, which is really real time, kumbaga. Then, pagdating dyan, then, ika-cash out mo na siya or convert mo siya sa, eto. Cash in cash. Ito, convert. Ayan. So, convert, let's say, 1 XRP, 1 into Philippine peso. Yan. Then, slide mo lang to para convert. Ayan ang current price in Philippine peso. And then, maraming utilities to. Kung titignan nyo. Ayan. And then, ito ba yung gusto kong sabihin dito? Meralco, nandito din, WSS, MWSS, nandyan. Pwede ka rin dito mag-cash out. Ito yung, for example, nagpadala ka dyan sa account mo, and then gusto mong Philippine peso yung lumabas, LBC, MW, Palawan. And kung gusto mong idiretso sa bank
Yeah, I think majority knows how to use XRP. Okay, so
Yes.
since we already a lack of time, there's one last question before we move on to the next speaker. Since the cryptocurrency objective is to have currency that is not regulated by any banks around the world, do you think as a speaker it will still be accepted in the first world by the first world countries as standard currency in the next 5 years?
Actually, ganito kasi magiging transition ng financial system natin. Financial system kasi natin ay may malaking problema. Kung alam nyo lang, ang pandemic is isang front lang. Although it's real, pero front kasi yan para i-divert ang attention ng tao para hindi sila pagpanik pagdating sa banking system. Ano papalit kasi tayo ng banking system ngayon from fiat to digital currency o CBDCs. Central bank digital currencies. Yun yung gagamitin ngayon ng sovereign nations. Paano yun? In short, magiging digital lahat ng pera. Ang fiat currency mag-exist pa rin, yung paper money. Along that, though existing na talaga ang digital currencies, pero ipupush nila ng mabilis kasi kailangan nila mag-digitize lahat ng transactions. Kasi kailangan nila ma-monitor lahat ng galaw ng pera. May tinitignan kasi nila lahat ng mga money launderer. Hindi na sila makakatakas sa ngayon. Kasi though ang Bitcoin is ginagamit nila, pero sooner or later malalaman nila kung sino yung naglalaunder ng pera. Yun ang purpose ng pag-change ng natin, ng financial system. Diyan, naalala ko pala. Kaya pala gusto kong magsalita din sa mga audience mo kasi gusto ko malaman ninyo na financial system is in a chaotic situation. Ang hyperinflation o inflation na pinabilis kaya tinawag siyang hyperinflation is really going on. Kung nakikita nyo, ang America is nag-print ng trillions of US dollars in couple of months or several months. Actually, nakakatakot siya. Nakakatakot siya in terms of what? Hindi, tingnan mo ang ginawa ng Amerika. Para hindi magalit ang tao, hindi sila manggulo, hindi magkaroon ng chaos. Tingnan mo, binabayaran nila yung mga tao ng wala silang trabaho. Kasi magkakaroon talaga na revolution pagdating dito sa transition nito. So ginawa nila yan para hindi sila mag-revolution. And then, ano bang impact kasi ng hyperinflation sa lahat? Mind about it kasi hindi lang sa Amerika to, kasi sa buong mundo siya. Tinanong ko rin yung mentor ko ng real estate. Anong situation ng Philippines? The same thing. Nagpiprint rin tayo ng maraming pera. Well, ang magiging dalawa na lang. Wala na middle class. Meron na lang rich and poor. Middle class po, wala. So, sino yung magiging rich? Ang rich people, sila lang yung may mga assets. And yung poor people, sila yung walang assets. Ganun lang yun. Ganun kasimple. Kaya ko kayong gustong i-encourage na mamili as much as you can, as much as possible, ng crypto assets, ng real estate, and even ng precious metals. Kasi gagamitin mo siya as a hedge against inflation. Ang inflation kasi, ito yung nagde-devalue ng purchasing power ng pera. Imagine mo, nung time ng tinanong ko yung tatay ko, magkano ba ang value ng lupa noon sa Manila? Sabi niya around 30,000 pesos, meron ka ng may malaking lupa ka na sa Manila. Ngayon, ng 30,000 pesos mo wala na mabibiling ganung klase. Siguro mga 4 square meter na. Hindi ganun ang inflation. Yun yung impact. Yung purchasing power niya is nawawala.
Yeah, it's correct.
Sa ngayon,
it's correct. But in terms of printing of money, it's still correlated by the gold reserve. Kasi during World War II, before World War II, before fiat system, actually.
World War I, World War II.
Before, it just changes by precious metals like gold, and then, diba? Then after World War II, they need to have which one, by how much gold reserve you have. Then there's your fiat system. So I'm not really sure what's happening right now. But yes, correct siya in a sense of you can beat inflation through but there are also other stuff that you can actually beat inflation.
Actually, though wala ko sa stocks, pero kailangan mo kasi piliin ng mabuti kung ano ba yung stocks na bibilin mo. sa stocks kasi meron diyang very valuable. At magiging valuable lang naman siya kasi dahil merong market. Pag may market, may value. Pag walang market, walang value. Ganun lang kasimple ang supply and demand. Pagdating sa stocks, fan ako ng Jollibee, walang palya na nakrito. Yan, kinoconsider ko rin yan. Pati yung mga real estate. Actually, nagbo-boom ang real estate business sa atin. Actually, ang developer ko is Vistaland. Kung Vistaland is mother company ng Camellia Homes, Brittany.
Okay, that's
So,
very,
value.
yeah, correct. Honestly, real estate din talaga is one of the 7 passive income that you can have in the future. All right, so there you go. Napaka very very intense in terms of details that you have with regarding sa how you really believe in terms of cryptocurrency. And I was also like siguro what I like about your topic is you actually mentioned to us that it's really limited, but there are still a lot of cryptocurrency, like you mentioned it's 10,000, but you still look at the top 10, and what we need to really check is the Spark or FLR because of its utility. So parang what I really get from your presentation is you check the background and then how is it used. If you think that the use will be in the future, then it's worth investing. Correct? Yeah. All right.
Very valuable din ang coin market cap kasi
And
doon
on
din
market
ako
cap.
palagi kumukuha ng doon din ako kumukuha ng information pagdating sa mga gusto kong bilhin.
Yeah, coinmarketcap.com as your resource.
Yes.
Okay. So salamat sir. It's 8:57. Yeah, yes. Next speaker natin, we're gonna talk about naman how can we earn in different ways in terms of cryptocurrency. Coach Max, are you ready? You ready, sir? Ayan natin, unmute natin si sir. Yeah.
Oh, ready?
Yon, there you go. So our next speaker, let's all welcome naman si Coach Mac. Yan, no. Thank you so much, Coach Journey. Can we give like number 8 or exclamation point to our first speaker yan on the chat box, please? There you go. Yan. Yan, salamat guys. Okay. So let's move on to our next speaker. Yan, there you go. Coach Max, para mas anong gabi is we're gonna give you the floor. Yeah, you can share your screen already. O baka sana maging okay yung signal mo all throughout. Baka mag-change costume ka, bawat palit mo rin.
Thank you.
Okay. Sige, go ahead, sir.
Sige. Si-share ko lang yun. Paano ko ng share screen?
Okay na. You can share your screen.
Okay. Sige. You cannot start screen share, nakalagay.
Sorry. Naka-go.
Ayun, okay. Sige. So, tingnan ko lang kung kita ng lahat ng screen natin.
Yes, definitely.
Before we start.
Bitcoin, currency, key terminal, and fake community.
Okay,
Yan.
sige. So, dun sa key terminal. So, ako nga
The
pala si
recording
Coach
has
Mac.
stopped.
So, ako si Coach Mac. So, tawag kasi nila sa akin
This
sa
meeting is being recorded.
Coach Mac talaga. So, ginamit ko na siya all throughout. So, for this topic, to give you some background, so I studied cryptocurrency, Bitcoin and cryptocurrency last year. So, sa University of Berkeley sa California. Then, although online siya, doon lang yung located yung school niya. So, although hindi ako pinalad na maging top honor kasi 82 lang yung naging grade ko. So, after that kasi meron kaming blockchain technology na lesson, which is I'm currently taking up right now, yung blockchain technology. So, as much as Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are concerns on how crypto or Bitcoin and other token coins are being done or being ginagamit kasi may mga kanya-kanya siyang gamit. So, di ko na di-discuss on kasi more on the detail part medyo mahirap. So, yung kaya lang ng ating as basic So kung okay lang na basic mga terminologies, and dun sa terminologies na ibabanggitin ko is more on ano siya, more on how we can earn not only on trading sa cryptocurrency. So yung makikita nyo dito ng mga terminologies na pinrepare ko for the duration of this lecture are terminologies that you can kumbaga part of your income generating. So some of these meron akong mga positions, and meron akong kumbaga may pera din ako in terms of this one. So yon. So kung sabi nga ni Prof kung ready na ba? So paano ba yung ginagawa ni Prof pag ready
Yes.
na? Yan.
Ano ba gusto mo? Number 8, number 8. Okay,
Oh,
tama ako
number
dyan.
8 daw yan. Favorite ko
Okay,
yan,
okay,
number
okay.
8. Okay. So yan, let's go to our topic. So this topic is all about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and key terminologies and fake community. And fake, marami kasi ito pag na master mo na yung coin market cap na platform, then nakapasok ka sa mga Telegram and other community ng XRP, yan, mga Ethereum, lahat yan, may mga community sila. Marami sa'yo magme-message, and some of these are giving you false hope and high interest that cannot be I cannot be done using the cryptocurrency. Kumbaga suntok sa buwan. So by starting natin, so as a key argument, so Bitcoin is here to be trusted options for moving value for one party to another without agreement of the banks. Since alaman naman natin, di ba, the bank is centralized and cryptocurrency are decentralized. So, or in other way, red tape agents. Kumbaga kasi pag dumadaan tayo sa bangko, ang tagal, di ba? And kailangan mo pa ng series of question and answer, lalo na pag malalaki yung tawag dito, tina-transfer from another person, or kahit nasa ibang bansa, pag nag-transfer ka, tatanungin ka kung saan galing. And especially dito sa atin. So, yun yung inaano niya. So, there's a crypto believers. Some of us are crypto believers. I myself is a crypto believer, and at the same time as a trader also. So you can be a profit from crypto without being a trader. That's the our key yung sa terminologies natin na babanggitin ko for this session. So, mahalaga kasi na ang perception kasi ng tao pag in terms of cryptocurrency is bibili ka ng cryptocurrency na gusto mo, then you wait it until tumaas yung value niya. So, alam ko ganun yung karamihan sa atin na hindi fully aware on what are the potential or meron ang isang Bitcoin or ang cryptocurrency as per se sa lahat. So, yun. So, I'll be talking about this one. So, iba rito kanina nabanggit na ni Sir. So, yung mining and staking sa mga proof, yan, proof of stake, proof of mine, yun lang yung common na alam natin. Pero kung you will go on the blockchain technology lesson, marami yan. Proof of activity, proof of something. Basta marami siya. I think I mentioned here 8. Pero hindi ko na i-discuss siya into full details kasi marami pa tayong dapat malaman in terms of key terminologies that we are using in the crypto market. So, first is, yan. So, shown lang yan. So, kung may idadagdag ako, idadagdag ko lang. So, ito yung karamihan. Actually, ito yung way na pwede tayong kumita. Yan, sa mga nakasulat dyan. So, except for the blockchain technology. And, of course, yung meron tayong mga unstoppable domain na, di ba ngayon, .com. Yan. So, sa crypto, pwede kang bumili ng .crypto if you think that something is going to happen, or that domain name will be in future be big potential na maging parang google.com, di ba? Google.crypto, pwedeng ganun. So, yan. So, let me start by this one. So, let me first differentiate yung alam ko lagi nyo ito narinig, what's proof of work and proof of stake. So, Bitcoin use proof of work. So, kailangan kasi kung kung titingnin mo ang cryptocurrency, there should be kumbaga consensus mechanism na tinatawag. So ito kumbaga si A, si B, si C should have kumbaga pag like for example, magpapasa ka ng Bitcoin to Bitcoin, kailangan yung tinatawag na pag alam si A kung magpapasa sa kay B, dapat may confirmation on the part of C, part of D. So ang ano rito in terms of Bitcoin, makikita nyo to sa sa blockchain.com. So yun yung kumbaga doon nalalaman kasi ng ng mga analyst natin on crypto market. Kasi ano siya kumbaga bulgar. Unlike for the bank na yung ating banking system na centralized. So secret yung 'di ba? Secret yung mga transaction. While on cryptocurrency, hindi po ganun. So, meron tayong tinatawag na blockchain. Makikita nyo yan yung mga transaction ID. You can type it on the blockchain. So, if mamaya tingnan natin, kung meron tayong mga transaction, type mo doon, makikita mo doon yung kung ano yung nangyari sa transaction na yon, kung nasaan na siya. And sabi nga nila, the XRP yung pinakamabilis. So, si Bitcoin, minsan, siyempre may delay, kailangan ng confirmation. Kasi, kumbaga, may isang pera ka na ibibigay sa isang tao dahil nga tayo kumbaga may protocols, may something na in common tayo na hindi to magagamit or kumbaga walang magkakaroon ng false na hindi siya nagbigay ng ganitong crypto asset. Kumbaga hindi ako nag-transfer na ganun. So sa ledger pa lang makikita mo na meron transaction na nangyari patungkol doon sa isang crypto asset. So, yon. So, on the part of proof of work, so sabi dito, mining capacity depends on the computational power. So, kung mapapansin nyo, hindi ko lang alam kung saan ko na ilagay. So, ganito kasi itsura niya Kung gaano kalaki ang crypto pag mamining ng yung napoproduce ng pagpapasa mo. Kasi, when you have a Bitcoin to Bitcoin transferring, so, ang ginagawa dyan, proof of work. Kumbaga, kailangan ng consensus ng iba't ibang, yan, yung mga yan, yung mga, na yan, yung mga machine na yan. So, and miners receive blocks reward to solve the cryptographic. So, mapapansin nyo to, napakahabang nito. And it's very hard for everyone to, yun yung kaisnapihan ng ginawa nung kumbaga, kagalingan ng ginawa ng ating, ni Nakamoto, di ba? Si Satoshi. Sila, yung every block, sa klase kasi namin on how these nodes are being done. Medyo matagal din kasi. So, it's very hard to understand on how it ginagawa, computation, ganyan. So, simplihan na lang natin na every transaction or should have a block, kumbaga ganun. So, magkakaroon siya ng to prove that there is a transaction that transpired. So it need to confirms by many. So yun proof of work na tinatawag. So hackers, sabi nga nila, is it possible to hack? So that sa something. So ma-hack siya actually, but you will need a amount of money to do it. Kumbaga, hindi ka magbubuwis ng napakalaking pera just to hack that kung ang magiging return lang naman sa'yo ay maliit. So, yun, hackers would need to have a computer powerful than 51%. Yan, sabi niya. So, hindi ka mag-aaksaya ng panahon and time mo and effort na walang monetary value na babalik sa'yo. Kumbaga, hindi worth it yung pag-hack mo, kumbaga, of the network to art a malicious block. So, sabi nila, sa mga nababasa ko, rin na mga tapos sa turo din sa akin na it is possible, but mahihirapan ka. Kasi nga, yun yung sabi nila na you will need entail a big amount of money to do it. And the reward is not that good. So it is use of computer to solve the equation, the proof of work. So, in terms naman sa proof of work in terms of Bitcoin and sa proof of stake naman, iba naman yon. So, you're about staking, it is like you're putting it on a kumbaga vault, yan. All of the money, then validating capacity depends on the stake in the network. So, maraming gumagawa nito kasi nga ito nga sabi nga nila, di ba? Energy consuming tong proof of work, you need some kung nakakita na kayo ng sample nito na naggagawa nito, di ko lang alam kung sino nang nagma-mining dito. But for my friends who are doing this 10 years ago, maingay to, tas time ano talaga, maingay daw din magastos sa kuryente. And kumbaga dati, ano pa, tinigil pa nga niya kasi ano daw hindi siya, ano, yung kinikita niya is not working. Pero sabi ko sayang kasi kung tinuloy mo, ngayon, malaki yung value na ng ano. So, doon siya nanginaya. So, kung ginastos din kasi niya that time. So, validating capacity depends on the stake of the network. So, tayo na mga holders, for example, of a certain coin, we put that on a certain vault. So, that validators does not receive the reward. Instead, they're collecting transaction fee. So, every time that you put some money, it will be distributed later on the one who put or stake on that vault. Parang ganun. So, hacker will need to know or need to own the 51% of the cryptocurrency of the network, which is practically, sabi nga dito, impossible, and therefore making it 51% or one attacks impossible, just like of what we are talking about on the proof of work. So, yan. So, hindi ko alam kung you already madali naman tong ano yung lahat naman ng didiscuss ko dito, ano, kumbaga more on basic knowledge lang din muna sa atin in terms of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. So, kung meron man ako na hindi ko na dinlagay yung mga masyadong malalalim na terminologies, ito pa lang. So, yun. Para madali nating maintindihan. So, another one sa differentiate, so requires expensive computer calculation that is called mining. So, yun nga, pinakita ko kanina. So, kung ikaw bibili ka ng isang Antminer na ginagamit sa pagmamine ito. Dati kasi, kung mapapansin niyo, punta kayo dito sa bandang sa Manila, sa Gilmore, mura lang to dati. Oo, mura lang. Pero anong nagano yung si Ethereum saka si Bitcoin, so nagmahal din siya. So, I think that's the price nito. Nakita ko lang to, pero 2018 pa to . So, according to some of my friends, it ranges from mura na yung 100 to 200. All the systems in place, parang ganun. So, yun, kung gusto nyo And the ROI, sabi niya, it will take you, it depends, but yung pinaka, niya is 1.5 years is, kumbaga bawi ka na, then 2 years. So, kung ikaw, mag-start ka nito, marami kang kakalabanin ng pagmamining lalo na sa China. Sabi nga kanina, 65% nga, di ba sabi? So, yan. So, and many validation before it confirmed to the transaction. So, on the other hand, when you talk about the proof of stake, it requires coin holder chosen in the deterministic way that is called staking. So, staking validated transaction. Sa iba't ibang platform, exchange platform, meron po tayong tinatawag na staking doon. So, ito yung dati ko rin pinagkakakitaan. So, just stake it for example, parang time deposit lang din ang tingin ko . So, parang you stake it, tapos sometimes, one way of, kumbaga, kung meron kang magfo-float sa market na bagong cryptocurrency, this is one way of them for kumbaga incentivize those who are, halimbawa, if I'm a holder of BUSD or USDT, ganyan, which is alam naman natin na kumbaga sila, di ba? Yung almost 1:1 in terms of as stable coin na tinatawag. So, yun, i-stake mo siya, then the rewards of halimbawa, it will be given a reward as yung halimbawa, Dodo, TLM, ganyan. So, yung mga bago sa market, this is one way of, kumbaga, introducing their product din. So, yung iba yan, i-stake. Pero, meron din tayo ng mga coins, napakarami nito. If you would like to research on di ko lang alam kung pwedeng sabihin yung ibang exchanges natin dito sa natin. So, kikita ka dito sa proof of stake or staking na tinatawag. So, yun. So, yan. This is just an example on how mining is all about. Yan. Siya. Then, ito pala, sinulat ko pala rito. So, ito yung example na nakita ko dun sa So, if you stake, for example, LPT token, di ba? Or ADA, as we say, ito medyo popular sa atin. So, this is the estimate annual percentage yield on average. So, if you stake it for 15 days, 30 days, it will give you this one. Hindi pala 'to, minimum lock. Pag ini-stake mo yan, makikita mo doon kung ano, kung ilan yung kikitain mo sa kanya. So yan. So it's the locking of the coins. Locking staking is the process of holding the coins in a cryptocurrency wallet to support the operation of the blockchain network. So, yung pinoprotektahan dito is, kumbaga, ikaw as a uh, holder ng isang cryptocurrency, kumbaga, ano ka, hindi mo siya bibitawan, di ba? Kumbaga, kasi alam naman natin na kailangan mo ng ano rito ng community talaga to build on this kumbaga kung magbi-build ka ng isang token or something coins, dapat may community ka na gumagamit or gagamitin siya in the near future na makikita man na natin doon sa tinatawag natin na white paper, which I will discuss later on this my presentation. So yan, other proof na meron tayo, so may proof of work, proof of stake, delegate proof of stake, proof of capacity, and so on. Mapakarami yan. So, yan, di ko na siya i-discuss thoroughly kasi baka masyado matagal. So, another one that we can is very popular also on our on us is the NFT na tinatawag. So, ano tong mga non-fungible tokens na tinatawag? So, non-fungible tokens are tokens that are bound to unique digital items such as festival ticket, domain name on your avatar in a game. So, ako personally, I have my own NFT token that I bought, and I will try to keep it for siguro 5 to 10 years. And since I'm a believer of at these NFTs na tinatawag. So makikita nyo rin ito sa it's very visible on the coin market cap. So NFTs are designed to give you something that you can be copied, ownership of proof. So like for example, 'di ba yung artist na nag-digital art na binili ng napakalaki, million of dollars na worth ng kanyang art. So, 'di ba? Nakakamangha na ganun kataas yung value nun. So, 'di ba? Through an artist that can retain the copyright. So, ikaw lang yung may exclusive right that. So, it is just like a physical artwork. So, kasi sa ngayon, ang tingin natin for cryptocurrency is, 'di ba? Kung ikaw titingnan mo currency nga, so parang tawag dito, yung mga Japan, yen, ganyan, di ba? Great Britain pa. So meron din wala siyang ibang kumbaga, way on how to earn on this one. So, this to put in terms of physical art collecting, anyone can buy the monet money, but only one person can own the original. So, yon. So, meron kang copyright on that token. So, sample of this one that I'm playing, di ba? Naglalaro, pati pinapalaro natin sa mga walang magawa, sa mga tambay na pwede natin pagkakitaan kaysa nakatambay sila. So one of this is this one on the left side. So kung ito searchable to, makikita nyo to, marami naglalaro nito. This Axie Infinity is powered by blockchain technology. You can ito actually yung bili ko dito sa mga ibon na to, it's worth $100 each. More than $100. So, how can you earn? You breed that coin. You kumbaga, magbi-breed ka rin nito, then it is kumbaga binibili talaga siya, lalo na kung mga matataas to, magagaling yung pagkaka-breed niya. So, yun. Another thing is
yan pa yung sorry to cut you. Yan pa kayo pwede mong irenta, di ba? Tapos kikita ka.
Yes, correct.
Crazy niyan Sige, tuloy.
Nakakatawa yan. Lalaro kayo pag wala akong gawa. Kasi sayang din pag yung lull time natin, yan, we play that Axie Infinity. So, dapat meron ka ditong MetaMask and your wallet also are may kumbaga, may tutorial naman to sa YouTube. Pero kung if you want to discuss it in kung paano, and yung makita yung sa akin per se, pwede ko rin pakita mamaya. Then this one's CryptoPunks. So, biro mo itong mga itsura na to, yung mga funks na yan, may bumibili niyan. So, you are the owner, for example, of this one, the owner of this one, may value yung mga itsura na yan. So, another one is you have ito, nilalaro ko din to, si Upland. You have a virtual land in the United States. Di ba? Pag maaari mo siya virtually. So, kung makita mo saan lugar, then, yung ginagamit dito na UPX, may may value to. So, I think 5,000 UPX is equal to $5. So, yun. So, isang property mo is $6,000. 6,000 UPX. So, $6 siya. So, yun. Ito, wala kang gastos dito, actually. So, mag-open ka lang ng account dito. Another one is CryptoKitties. Actually, marami to. Kung search mo to sa sa NFT portion ng CoinMarketCap. And ito kakalaro ko lang nito yung mga addict sa mga games sa soccer. Ito yan. Yan. Meron din siyang pagkakakitaan diyan. So it's for you to find out. So ganun siya yung non-fungible token, sabi nga nila, it's another thing in the future that can be yung mga bata, yung mga future generation will be kumbaga ito na yung lalaroin nila. And of course, habang nilalaro nila, they will be incentivized in doing so. So
Coach
yon
Mac,
then
Coach Mac,
okay.
sorry to cut you off. Someone explained this with me kasi, no? So, the reason bakit sila naglalaro, siguro for the sake of the audience, is when you win the rank, you will receive a token.
Correct.
'Di ba? Yung token, dun mo siya ipapalit to your kung anong how much its values. So the more you have the token, of course, the more you have, you can have money if may bibili ng token na yun. And then tapos when yung mga yan, yung mga sinabi mo may value na yan, if you have that avatar, since meron silang leveling, 'di ba? May level din siya.
Yes, correct.
Others can rent it with you para manalo ka sa laro. So parang ganun siya ka-crazy, and someone explained with me, may mga umaabot pa ng avatar na worth 100,000 as in.
Correct.
Kaya yung
Correct.
sinasabi ni Coach Mac kanina ngayon, in the news, may nagkano daw, tama ba yung may yung sa mga tambay nga, pinapalaro lang sila,
Yes.
binabayaran like 40,000 isang buwan para binabayaran maglaro ng ganito. So sobrang crazy. Sige, go
Yes.
ahead.
Yun.
Ikaw, may
Kasi sa
scholar
akin
ka na ba?
pinalalaro ko lang din to sa sa iba. So, kasi wala akong oras eh. Pero naka-install to sa iPad, sa laptop ko, sa iPad ko, sa cellphone ko.
Okay, yeah, sobrang crazy. Sige, go ahead,
Yes.
sorry to cut you off.
Okay, sige, tama yun, Prof. Then, ang kainaman nito is it is connected on your MetaWask wallet or other platforms na yung wallet mo talaga na pag meron ka nito, ita-transfer mo lang doon, then i-swap mo siya ito, for example, i-swap mo siya into XRP, then XRP to makukuha mo agad yung pera mo. So, ganun siya ka-popular tong non-fungible token. So, nag-popularize to last year, I think. So, and up to now, kung hindi ka pa nakakabol, walang problema. And on part of us na as introduce on this one. Sige. Okay, next one is kung meron tayo sa yung sa stock market.
IPO.
Yun. Meron din tayo in terms of this one is the initial coin offering. So, what is the initial coin offering? There's a little to know to the government regulation about ICO currently. Kumbaga ito, hindi pa siya ganun napapansin. So, and anyone can launch this one provided that they get the technology put in place. So, ICO are very highly risky even under the best circumstances and have a high potential for scam. So, sabi nga nila, due diligence and research is a must. So, ano kasi ito kumbaga, new coin, new in the market, pero kasi yung halimbawa, when you have yung mga biglang tumaas like the Shiba Inu dati, then supposedly dapat na naabangan mo na sa start pa lang talaga doon ka bibili. Kumbaga hindi pa siya potentially marami akong groups na bago pa lang siya lumabas sa market, tinitimbrihan ka na niya na this one will be listed on CoinMarketCap, you need to buy on this one in the first place. Then ako kasi uma-out kagad ako pag bigla silang nagpo-FOMO na yung iba.
Yeah, so to join you, I saw some of it, just 55,000% in just a day. May mga
Yes,
35,000, may mga ganun. Sabi ko, sobrang crazy talaga siya. Sobrang
Actually,
crazy nangyayari sa mga ganyan.
Oo. Actually, on this one, meron akong group na ginigisingan ko siya ng Sunday night. Minsan Monday ng madaling araw. Then ang ginagawa lang ng group na yon is to pump the cryptocurrency. 1 minute pump. It can exceed up to 400% in 1 minute. So, crazy sabi ko, yung iba kasi may mga technique. So ako, nahahabol ko siya. Siguro nakakakuha lang ako minsan 30%, 40%, but I cannot go on top of 40%. Nakakatakot na eh. Kasi dinadump talaga nila. Biglang bagsak. So, yung may nakikita ka ng ano, totoo pala yung pump and dump. So, doon ko siya nakita sa crypto market. It's very visible. Kasi ano eh, ginagamit talaga siya ng mga group to pump the coins to a certain level, then dump it. Yun. Okay. So
Correct.
next is, di ko lang, siguro, may mga question ba tayo? So
Ah,
mamaya,
we have. You want to answer this one or later?
later na lang siguro
Okay,
para
okay.
dire-diretso tayo. So
Sige.
I hope I've been, with you for the, ayan. So next one is yung launch pool. So it's also a very, kumbaga, minsan pag naka-stagnant yung ano ko, yung lalo na yung mga BUSD and other, yung 1:1 lang na ayan, ito, BUSD. I stake it. So, pag sinasabi, nilalagay sa pool to actually. So, parang staking din ang labas. So, pag, ang reward naman sa'yo is other coins. So, meron ako maliliit na coins na napuproduce dahil dito. So, habang, kasi, ang teknik ko kasi sa crypto, pag halimbawa, sa mababa talaga bumibili ako. Then, ngayon, out na naman ako. Dito muna ako pag merong available sa launch pool. So, launch pool lets you see your tokens to farm or earn a new token. That's like for the example. So, basically, you get or accumulated a brand new coin prior to and after the guaranteed listing. So, minsan ko lang kasi makita to in the market. Minsan, meron wala. Minsan, So, pag meron ganito, ano lang naman 'to, sandali lang naman din, eh. So, at least kumbaga habang, naghihintay ng tamang buwelo sa pagpasok sa crypto, 'yun, ito muna ang ginagamit natin. Sige, okay. Then, yung future, so like trading, so future in trading, you can participate in the market movements and make a profit by going long and short. So, hindi ako masyadong particular dito din kasi medyo minsan, siyempre, parang ano rito eh, parang ka nag-scalping din. So, hindi ko siya ina-advocate. Then, another cryptocurrency na terminology actually nito, one way of earning is the white paper. So, kung mapapansin nyo, may white paper yan eh. White paper is to create by the founders or developers of crypto to help sell the crypto. So, but instead of pushing the emotional buttons, they provide fact diagrams and on how this cryptocurrency is kung paano siya ginagamit and ano yung mga protocols and something, ecosystem niya, something like that. And white papers are written by technically focused on individuals for technically interested buyers who would like to buy that coin or buy that token or something. So, sample of this one, so like for example, Shiba Inu, meron siyang white paper. So, basahin nyo lang kung para saan siya. Then, another example is this one. So, nakikita nyo to sa CoinMarketCap. So, downloadable lahat to. Lahat nung pwedeng yung types of na nakikita nyo doon na nakalist is downloadable lahat yung kanilang white paper. Kung meron man. Okay. Then, airdrop. So, one way of also earning in cryptocurrency is yung tinatawag na airdrop. So, dito yung iba kumikita rin. Then, as an holder also, I've been also, kumbaga, pag may mga bago, maliliit lang naman to, pero at least meron siyang kita. So, airdrop is a cryptocurrency. In a cryptocurrency business, is a marketing stunt that involves sending coins or tokens to wallet address in order to promote awareness of the new virtual currency. So, you will receive it or it will be form part of your wallet if you, kumbaga, is a marketing method employed by startup in the cryptocurrency space. So, it involves delivering bitcoins or tokens to wallets or the cryptocurrency traders, either for free, sometimes it's free talaga to, yung mga airdrop na to. Totoo to. And in exchange for a small portion of service. So, their airdrop is meant to spread awareness and increase ownership of the currency startup. So, yun. Another thing that I would like to discuss, which I'm having a course right now, is the blockchain technology. But blockchain technology siguro 3 months course ko to na binubuno ngayon. So, ano ko lang siya, kumbaga, kasi kumbaga napakahirap explain nito kung isa-isahin mo. So just like to kasi ano to kumbaga mahalaga rin on some of the terminologies of the cryptocurrency. So blockchain is a system of recording information in a way that makes it difficult or impossible to change. So or hack, cheat or the system. So a blockchain is essentially a digital ledger. Yung mention ko kanina, di ba? May ledger for the current system of the bank system natin, we have the what we call yung 'di ba transaction slip or yung kumbaga yung transaction natin which sometimes nandun sa ating passbook, 'di ba? On pag nagkumukuha tayo ng statement of account, 'di ba? That is duplicated. Unlike for that sa bank, siyempre, 'di ba? Private 'yon. Pagdating dito, hindi siya private. So, any transaction or yung mga move ng big whales, lalo na pag alam nila yung isang, halimbawa, yung XRP address niya, it can be searchable in the internet. Okay, so it's distributed across the entire network of the computer system in the blockchain. So, blockchain technology is a structure that stores transactional records, also known as the block, as I mentioned before, of the public in several databases, known as the chain. So, in a network connected to peer-to-peer nodes. So, typically, this storage is referred to as by a digital letter. So, this is a type of something na nako rin sa internet dito. So, sample of distributed ledger technology. So minsan tinatanong natin, what is the purpose of, halimbawa, when we look on halimbawa, yung VeChain, di ba? Kung I don't know kung familiar kayo sa ano na to, sa coin na to, sa VeChain. So, kung makikita mo yung purpose ni VeChain, di ba? Ayan. Di ko lang alam kung ano siya. Ayan. So, kumbaga, akala natin is, halimbawa si XRP, di ba? Ang purpose niya is to make the fastest transaction from kumbaga na makakapag-transmit ka without any something na mataas yung transaction fee or something like that. So minsan 'di ba ito si VeChain for example, you can use the blockchain technology per se in monitoring the chain, for example, the distribution of a vaccine, for example, to other countries. So you can use the blockchain technology and this one. So, medyo complicated siya and kumbaga more on detail on this will be kumbaga mahirap din i-explain. So, parang ganoon. So, hindi lang sa mga DeFi or sa decentralized finance na meron yung mga cryptocurrency natin. So, yan. You can use that yun nga, sinabi ko nga kanina. So, search nyo na lang yan. So, meron yan sa sa CoinMarketCap. So, kahapon to. So right now, so how to spot na tayo. Ayan, how to spot fake crypto. So, as for myself, you need, sa akin kasi dapat listed siya dito. Although even you are listed here, lalo na for example, bago lang siya, then pansin mo yung pag ni-research mo pa siya is yung marami, yung isa lang na magmamay-ari ng, halimbawa, yung isang, for example lang si Tether, for example, ang nagmamay-ari nito is 70% nito, yung coins na to is isang tao lang. So, medyo delikado sa akin kasi pag ganun. More than 50% is, kumbaga, alarming yon. Kumbaga, kasi paano kung ibigla niyang, i-dump yung, di ba? So, silang yung kumita. So, yun. So, dito, makikita natin, meron tayo dyan, yung pinapansin ko kanina na non-fungible token. Pag kinlik mo to, labasan dyan yung mga non-fungible token. So, yan yung pinapansin ko kanina, pinesend ko kanina. So, right now, we have 10,411 crypto. So, malamang ito, nagbago na to kanina. So, everyday kasi napapansin ko, nagbabago to. Yan. So, very popular naman kayo about CoinMarketCap. Then, another one is how to speak crypto. So, makikita nyo to pag nag-join ka kasi, for example, on the community of a certain crypto, siyempre, pag nag-join ka doon, halimbawa, Telegram o Discord sila, mapapansin mo na ang daming tao doon eh. Then, may magme-message sa'yo bigla ng mga tao na, join us ganito on another Telegram group, and they will give you some high kumbaga, ito, mga ganito, yung mga awards na 3% daily, ganito, minimum deposit na ganyan. So, dinry ko kasi ito eh. Itong part na to, $10. So, yung una, bibigyan ka ng ano, say 3% nito, something point. Pero bago mo maubos yung $10 na yan, ano, tawag dito, hindi na maibabalik sa'yo yung ano, kasi gagawin ka na lang ng paraan na ano, kumbaga is sasabihin nila na you refer someone na ikaw rin sa sarili mo, ganyan. So, beware of this, ano, I'm telling you, beware of this advertisement. At the first glance, bibigyan niya sa'yo na talaga nagta-transfer sa'yo ng ano, crypto to crypto. Ibigay mo yung address mo, then suddenly bigla silang mawawala parang bula. Or hindi mo na sila makontak. So that's ano, kumbaga fake. So okay lang kung $10. What if you na-entice ka sa ano nila, sa promises nila, di ba? So too good to be true, sabi nga nila dito. Lalo na pag ginagamit ang cryptocurrency as a form of way of payment. Kasi hindi mo na mababawi 'yon na ano, bawiin mo man, wala na, mahirap. Hindi talaga mababawi unlike sa bank na pwede. So yan. So promises for free money. Kunwari, magbigay ka lang sa kanila sa Bitcoin or address nila ng ganito, 1 Bitcoin or something, point something Bitcoin. They will return it 50% of that, plus 50% of that to you in a matter of 1 week or 3 days or 2 days. Wag ganun. Hirap mo nang bawiin yun. So, scammer are often make big claims without details and or explanation. So, paano nila kinikita? Yun yung lagi iniisip eh. Hindi naman palaging pataas yung ano. Di ba? Yun lagi. So, another thing na may nakita rin ako is yung fake celebrity endorsement or testimonial can easily be fake. So, ano ko, kasi nakakita ko ng dinadub na ano eh. Dinadub na, halimbawa ako nagsasalita, artista. Pero yung dub ko, hindi yon talaga yung sinasabi ko. Kumbaga, dahil artista yung nagsasalita, akala nila totoo yung sinasabi niya. So, maraming nagbibiktima nito and even celebrities. I think si ano, kalimutan ko lang yung pangalan eh. Nabiktima nito. Especially naglalabasan to sa YouTube advertisement. So, makikita nyo yan. So, even Elon Musk is a victim of this na kunwari siya yung nagsasalita tapos may mga caption na something sa gilid niya. Then, i-scan mo yung QR code, magsisend ka ng something crypto sa ano na yun, sa address na yun. Nako, hindi yun babalik sa inyo. Be extremely wary of anyone asking you to pay by wire transfer or gift card, which are virtually impossible to recover. Like what I said. So, lalo na yung transfer of XRP, you transfer your XRP to their wallet, TY na yan. TY, thank you na lang yan. Then, another thing is some companies promise that you can earn a lot of money in a short time and achieve financial freedom. So some of this one, you will see it on Telegram. Since member ka na ng community ng halimbawa XRP, and beware of fake community of XRP. Kung hindi mo siya na-click doon sa tunay na community na nakikita mo sa CoinMarketCap, ibig sabihin, replica lang yon. And ang lagi doon minimension that the admins would never PM you first. Kasi pwede lang ipangpanggap na nandun yung logo ng XRP sa message na yon. Sila yung kunwari si XRP nagme-message sa'yo. Or si Brad Garlinghouse na may-ari. Di ba? CEO. So, yun. Ang daming ways na para makapanloko. So, mapapansin mo yan minsan, diba, bubulahin mo. Siyempre, binobola ka. Bulahin mo rin sila. I believe in you. Ganyan. So, pakikita mo, pag hindi na siya responsive dun sa mga mo, kung baga naaasar na siya, biglang deleted account na kagad yung makikita mo. So, nawala na yung kausap mo. So, yun, mga yan, technique. So, some scammers tells you to pay in cryptocurrency for the right recruit other than into the program. So, if you do, they say you'll get recruitment rewards paid in cryptocurrency. So, some of the Filipinos are being enticed on this one. So, the more cryptocurrency you pay, the more money they promise you make. And if you believe, your money is gone. So, but these are all fake promises. Kasi one of my techniques ako ginagawa ko, lalo na pag may kahit sa mga website, makikita mo, too good to be true talaga. May website sila, may tech community sila. Pero, wala ka talaga nung, ang dali kasing gumawa sa Telegram na ano eh, lagyan mo yung picture ng isang tao, tapos marami kang picture doon. Pero pag sabi mo nga, sige, live nga tayo. Tapos hawak ka nga ng dyaryo ng ano, current dyaryo natin. Wala silang, hindi nila maano, hindi nila kayang gawin. So, one way pa lang na to test them. Then, some scammers start with unsolicited offers for supposed investment managers. So, these scammers says they can help you to grow their money if you give them your cryptocurrency you bought. So, once you log into the investment account they open, you will find it that you cannot withdraw your money unless you pay fees. Correct. So, meron ako niyan, may nag-message sa akin. Binigay pa niya kunwari yung password ng kanyang nung site. So, ako naman, so, syempre, tinyek ko. So, tama, meron ngang laman. Pero, ang nakalagay doon, you need, kasi sila rin yung may-ari nun eh, yung fake na exchange eh. So, sasabihin nila doon na you need to pay fees for this one in order for you to withdraw. So, ikaw naman, kung napeke ka, magbibigay ka nga ng fees, di ba? Kasi nga, ito yung kapalit. Halimbawa, 2 Bitcoin. Pero, hindi nila ita-transfer yun sa'yo. So, siyempre, sino ba maniniwala nun kung bibigay sa yung password. Then, makikita mo yung kausap mo dati na yun na nagsabi sa iyo na meron siyang pera sa ganong exchange na di-delete yung account nila. So, changing the website. So, dito, very to. For example, Axie Infinity website. Ang dali kasing gumawa ng website. Tapos, gagayahin na lang nila, babaguhin lang nila yung dulo. So, ako, ginagawa ko, I verify it at using UE. So, yun. Makikita mo kasi dyan kung saan yung location ng kung lalo na kung di, yung kanyang web address is hindi nakikita ba. So yun, mahalaga kasi yung VPN talaga eh. So yun. So scammers are guaranteed that you make money. It promise you to make profit. That's scam. So even if there's celebrity in their testimonial, those are really fake. So easily fake. Madali siyang fake-in. Okay. So, malapit na tayo matapos. So, scammers promise big payments with guarantees returns. No, nobody can guarantee a set of returns, say double your money or something that using cryptocurrency in a short period of time. So, scammers promise free money, free coin, free airdrop, ganyan. They promise it in cash or cryptocurrency. But free money promise are always fake. Okay? Ewan ko kung may naniwala kayo dito. Pero for my part, I don't believe on that. So scammers make big claims without details or explanation. So smart people want to understand how their investment works. So where their money is going and how it being produced o kumbaga kung paano na ipoproduce yung profit na yun. And a good advisor want to share that information. So we want it to share it to your YouTube account. Makita mo talaga yung tao na sa salita, ganyan. Then okay pa, maniwala pa ako ng konti. Pero yung hindi ko makita yung sino yung owner ng website na yon or sino yung tao na nagsasalita doon, bigang a question mark to me. So, pick person picture, you can even show them doing on the live video. So, yung iba, makikita mo yan. So, kanya-kanya tayo ng diskarte on how to spot. So, mas mahalaga pa rin talaga yung hindi lahat ng nakikita natin on the internet, especially on YouTube, is true, too good to be true, lalo na pag patungkol sa cryptocurrency. Okay? So, yan. Another thing is yung nakita ko sa, impersonating Elon Musk. So earn crypto. Marami tong na-scam kasi on this part. Then, ito sinasabi ko kanina, using Joe Biden's picture on a Twitter account or Barack Obama. And yan, all Bitcoin sent to my address below will be sent back into double. Yan. If you send it 1,000, I will send it back to 2,000. So, kumbaga,
grabe, sino kaya maniniwala sa mga ganyan, no?
Pero meron daw. Meron man nakikita ko sa comment sa Twitter.
Okay. Weird. Okay.
Okay, yan. Then, ito na yan. So, if you see a tweet or text or email or message, so nakita ko lang din to, that tells you to pay your crypto sa that's scam. Okay? Ayan. That's all of my presentation, Prof. And I hope you learned something on my presentation. Then, thank you. Any question?
Bilis
I'll be entertaining. Okay.
Okay, bilis Okay, there is the question here. Since what is mentioned that cryptos are decentralized, who and what agency institutions are maintaining these blockchains to ensure that they're safe and not hackable? That's a very, very powerful question. Yeah, pang $1 million. Okay.
Oo. Di ba, like for example, di ba, si Ethereum, di ba?
Okay.
Blockchain technology. Siyempre yung company nila Vitalik Buterin, di ba? So, meron sila,
Oo.
like for XRP sila, Brad Garlinghouse, si Ripple,
Mhm.
nagme-maintain yan. So, should be have, kumbaga, meron talagang company that's backing them up. So, meron ako nakita pala sa ano naman, sa UK. Nung sinearch ko yung certificate niya, kumbaga tama, kumbaga existing yung ganong company. Pero yung may mga alam mo yung pag sinearch mo sa Google yung address nila, makikita mo ibang bahay yung nandun sa address ng ano. So magtaka ka na pag ganun. So
Mm.
fake yun. Marami akong na ano mga na-discover na ano na maniniwala ba ako dito mali-mali yung ano nila. So, yun.
Yeah, okay, good. So, in short, they're the same inventor, no? Uh, like sila mismo ang like they're controlling, in terms of how to protect it from hackers. Tama?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Good, good, good. So, there. Okay, so there, more questions? So, it's aga pa pala, ba't mo binilisan? Gusto ko bukas na ako eh.
The recording has
And,
stopped.
yun.
Okay. Sige, sige. All right, so can you share your screen and so you have any question from Coach Mac? Let's add Coach Max in the spotlight. There you go. Yeah, so do you have questions with him, guys? Yeah, so we're so yan. Ikaw, Sir Jorly, may question ka sa Coach Mac. Pero sobrang crazy sobrang crazy talaga nung yung NFT na yan, sobra. As in, ang daming pera dyan. Pero crazy lang talaga siya. Di ba?
Sa una lang
So,
mahirap mag-setup kasi. Sa una lang.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Actually, I was invited for a webinar for that. From another community that they're gonna make they're gonna teach how to really maximize NFT.
Yes.
So, tapos siya. So, yan inaano nila, yung inaayos nila with WIP. So, I think walang question.
Clear,
Atin
clear ibig sabihin.
yeah.
Baka nakatulog na yung ating mga audience.
Okay guys, so pati na maggising pa ba kayo? Paano naman ako isang number 10 on the chat box kung ano pa kayo? Number 10 na lang. Gising pa sila eh. So,
Okay.
parang matutuloy ako para ako yung hindi ready sa presentation ko. Okay. Honestly guys, I've been studying the .com crash, but that's my presentation. But honestly, just to be honest with you guys, I'm 95% ready, no? We medyo gusto ko pa sana siyang improve kaya gusto ko tomorrow na binili sa ni coach eh. Okay. Sige, you also heard in terms of history, top cryptocurrency, how Sir Jorly invested in his portfolio, no? Paano siya nag-decide? Coach Mac told us how to earn, no? In different staking, mag-invest ka dyan, parang i-hold mo siya for a number of days, then bibigyan ka ng same token, di ba? Kung ilan yung ibibigay sa'yo. And also NFT, maglalaro ka, kikita ka. So I know some of you laglag talaga yung utak, but as much as possible, as long as marinig mo siya. Kasi honestly, in life, no, kailangan mo talaga ma-experience para mas matuto ka. This topic will not be absorbed if hindi mo siya susubukan at hindi mo siya itatry, no? But to transition to my topic, 'di ba? Galing ko mag-transition, no? How how can we learn from history? How can we learn from history from investing to such very volatile asset class? So this is gonna be my presentation. Just give me 20 minutes to discuss everything. Then we can actually, all your questions will be answered from different speakers right now. And then meron pa tayo pala isa, yung si Sir Jeff before sa akin. Okay. So kung okay lang ba sa iyo, tuloy ko to o bukas na tayo. Kung number 1, bukas na tayo. Number 10, tuloy natin tong ngayong gabi. Ayan, paano natin dyan? Okay. Si Renang na number 10 daw. Si D number 10. 10 para talagang Coach Mac gusto talaga nila ituloy. Okay, ako na yung nahiya. Alright. Okay. Alright, sige. Alright. Okay, sige. Tuloy natin. Here's gonna be my topics about the history of .com crash and how can we learn about it while you're investing in the crypto world. So, just to give you a background, I'm 50% skeptic in investing in crypto, but I'm also 50% positive. Why? Because tinuturo naman sa masterclass, may tinatawag na long-term, ang tawag dyan, debt, yung long, ano tawag ito, pakita ko na lang, no? Pakita na lang natin. learn tong debt cycle. Yung sinasabi ni Sir Jerly na the Americans is really like pumping a lot of cash, then nagkakaroon ng maraming utang, yung mga they're giving it to the people, and also so nasa 75th or 100 years na tayo for that new uh, currency na pwedeng magkaroon ng appearance. So if you actually go back to history, it's same happened with gold after World War II. So how can we learn from this? As a warm-up question, guys, to everyone, okay? Siguro tanungin ko na lang dito, diyan ka pa ba, Jorly? Andiyan ka ba, Coach Mac? Kaya can you unmute? Kayo na lang yung tatanong ko, no?
Yes, nandito pa kami.
Ayan.
Dito pa.
So, guys, siguro this question goes to Sir Jorly. For you, what is reality? Hirap ng tanong pang Miss Universe pa.
Ang hirap ng tanong ah.
Okay. Adyan touchback. Okay.
Ganito. Sa akin meron akong dalawang reality. Virtual and physical.
Okay. Galing. Pangal talaga, no? Okay.
Ganito.
Okay.
Bakit ako, ganito na lang, i-divert natin siya sa assets. Bakit ako holder ng precious metals? Why not
This meeting is being recorded.
Why not purely virtual currencies like Bitcoin, XRP? Kailangan mo kasi mag-balance ng portfolio. What if ganito? Ang threat kasi sa cryptocurrencies is solar flare. Hindi masyado itong dinidiscuss. Ang solar flare kasi pwede siya although makikita niyo sa websites ng mga science and technologies. Yun kasi ang threat. Kapag nagkaroon lang ng isang maliit na solar flares, lahat ng device natin is maapektuhan, even ang internet.
Solar flare coming from the sun. Is that what you're trying to imply? Okay.
Parang isang spike lang ng
spike ng radiation from the sun, no?
Yes. Yun. As in, lahat na kung meron kang milyon-milyon na XRP, wala na siya. Kasi burado na lahat yun.
So affected
even
siya
Bitcoin. So yun yung kailangan mong i-consider. Ngayon, kung wala kang gold, ano pang matitira sa iyo? 'Di ba? So kailangan mo i-balance. Kailangan balance. Kaya nga sabi palagi sa investing, balance portfolio or diversify your portfolio. Kaya kailangan.
Nice. Coach Mac. Yeah. How do you know the value of one asset and how do you define the reality of that asset?
Parang hirap sa parang may na-nosebleed bigla.
Di ba? Yan,
parang sa akin kasi in terms of cryptocurrency per se. So how do I know the value of one asset is depends on the community na gumagamit sa kanya. Kung hindi siya ginagamit, there's no such thing na it will be kumbaga like for example, 'di ba, yung mga pera natin, kung wala mang gumagamit ng mga pera natin, it doesn't have value. Yun sa akin on one asset. Yung ba yung question?
Yes, correct. Yeah. How is it used in the So ikaw personally, how do you know that it's really ayun actually yun na yun, no? So if you actually tama.
Oh.
Okay. Thank you for answering that because that actually gonna revolve around our topic. Okay, our topic will actually gonna start again from market psychology. And market psychology must have the right mindset. Because as an investor, usually they invest based on feelings, based on what they hear from the news, based from what they see its value. If it's expensive, saka sila mag-invest. And then, according to this is I've been teaching over and over again in the masterclass, but when you are investing, when it's at peak, that's the danger. No, that's the danger. When you are investing where it's noisy, that's actually you're buying the greed already. Would you agree? Diba? Would you agree, everyone? Diba? But okay, when you see when this is the reality of person and the reality of everyone. Okay, and then you miss this part wherein you can actually supposedly invested when it's actually cheap. Diba? Darating yung capitulation and dismay. But without knowledge, without the right proper mindset, you will actually looping to different investment with same experience, with same result because palipat-lipat ka lang at wala kang alam. Nag-invest ka sa PSE, bumagsak ang PSE, nag-cut loss ka, lumipat ka sa US market, kung kailan maingay yan, nag-cut loss ka, narinig mo maingay yung crypto world, nag-cut loss ka ngayon, ang PSE umangat ulit, cut loss ka sa crypto, balik ka ulit. So parang lahat, tinalunan mo na, pero lahat palugi, no? Palugi ka. Because in the first place, you don't have the right mindset. So how does this psychology connect to the right mindset of an investor? No? Una to begin with, invest to something that you understand. You invest something when it's actually cheap and you believe and pinag-aralan mo siya. Diba? Doon ka dapat muna talaga. And the phases of a market bubble, it always, lagi narinig sinasabi ng mga speaker natin, lagi may whales, may institutions, ano ba yung mga yan? Okay, these are the people behind that could push the asset class as capitalist to its really expensive. So other people can be FOMO. And these are institutional investors who really knows how to move the market in terms of its price and how they play around. So paano mo yan magagawa? Example, you guys, 44 of you only have $1, but I have $500. Bumibili kayo ng isang asset, okay, nasa $44. Pag naglagay ako ng $100, ramdam nyo yung angat ng presyo. Because I own the shares, I own the total Bitcoin. I have like, example, meron 10 Bitcoin kayo, isa lang yung Bitcoin, yung pinagkati-hatian nyo pa. If magbenta ko yung 8 Bitcoin ko, babagsak yung presyo. Because I can actually manipulate the price because I have most of it. Diba? And it's based on supply and demand. What they don't understand to begin with, in a phases of a market bubble, in a phase of it, yung mga yan, bumibili when it's, they play around when it's still quiet. Okay? When it's still quiet. It's still on that stealth phase. Hindi nila binibili yan, no? Tapos, maglalagay ng isang injection of news para maging aware ka, no? Maging aware ka. Ito yung mga smart money to the institutional investors. And then, bibigyan ka niya ng isang bear trap para yung mga bumili kasabay nila will get panic because they see value. They see value of this. They see like potential or they see a lot of news coming in na pwede nilang i-manipulate. Since they have money, they can release a lot of news. They can play around what's happening in the media attention. So retailers like you and me, retailers like you and me, no? Can mostly bumibili tayo andito na ng market cycle. But for FOMO investors na walang alam, dito na bumibili, guys. And what they're investing is not purely, ang daming suicide, daming walang alam, because what they're investing is not money that they're willing to lose. No? And in any market, it always go back to this cycle. Always go back to this cycle. It's just a cycle. Okay? They're gonna accumulate. They're gonna pump it and dump it at the top. And the same people who actually earn from this area, well, the same people will earn at this area because they know that they can manipulate it. Whatever asset there, meron talaga. Even in the stock market, meron yan. Even in Forex, meron yan. So, what you need to do is the right mindset na syempre, dapat alam ko yung asset to begin with. Hindi ako bibili doon sa tutok-tok. Diba? Sabi nga ni Warren Buffett, no? Fear when everyone's greedy. Be fearful when everyone's greedy. So that's what we need to watch out. We need to have that right mindset in any investment that we're gonna take. So also, Jorly mentioned real estate. No, it's the perfect time to invest right now in real estate because everyone's losing. Everyone's turning over their real estate. Everyone's selling their real estate. This is just an experience, no? But just recently last week, someone is selling her condo that she bought at 2.2 million. Then transfer charges around 2.5. Okay? Sabi niya, okay lang, sige, tubo lang ako 100,000. Sige. He turned it over to me. I'm also a real estate agent. All right, here comes a new buyer that I know that's really wanted to that condo. The current price of the condo is 3.6 million, 3.7, 3.5, somewhere like that. Okay, so I have a seller who wants to buy a condo, wants to sell her condo with a profit of 350,000 lang. Ang usapan namin ng old seller, 60-40 kami sa magiging profit niya. On the spot, yesterday, I closed it instant. Because everyone's really panicking how to sell because di nila kailangang bayaran. But your investor are prepared for this market bubble to pop. You're the ones gonna gain in the long term. Instant, guys. I just earned from that. And here's another good thing about it is even me bought one. It is she sold it to me at 2.3 million. Babalik ko lang yung 200,000 niya. But the current market price is 3.7. Imagine the upside. But since I'm a saver for a few years already, I know that it's that nagbubble na yung real estate and it will recover after 2 years. So ako nag-iimbak na ako for that. Eh kaya ko nga makabenta ng on the spot na ganoon. Why not ibinenta ko yung mismong binili ko, di 300,000 kinita ko. So hindi ko siya tiningnan on that way. Tinitingnan ko siya on the next few years, no? Once the market recovers. So people who are ready at the right mindset can really earn from the despair and return to mean. So in any market, no, if you understand the psychology behind, na hindi ka mag-invest on a greed, pag lumipad na, it's too late for you, then you are protected. We can also check in the Shanghai Stock Exchange that it's the same thing that happened in the past, no? Based on what happened. No? Same principle, nagkaroon sila ng sarili ng market bubble, but that's not our topic. Our topic is about the US tech bubble for tonight. So in the next 15 minutes. It started in 1994. They discovered what we're using right now, website. Then it took off on Y2K. Then 5 years, how many years? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years went drop in just 1 year. 5 years na nag-accumulate, isang taon lang binagsak. Ulitin ko 5 years na umangat, kayang ibagsak ng isang taon. 2 taon na nag-bottom, 2002. And that's the US tech bubble. So let's break it down for the topic for us to learn from history. Okay? Even in the Philippine market, Globe was one of the most good telco versus PLDT. No? Even when that speculative area, that its valuation went as high as 1.3 and returned to mean at 100 pesos per share. Because with asset that has story can really drive the speculators, the speculation, and establish a greed. Okay, so from how is it explored, how is they discovered, but without business production, it will not fly just like Globe. So what we can learn from is wala siyang pinipili. Because when you understand the market psychology, people can really be greedy and be FOMO. Okay? Even without business, pwede siyang tumuktok at ibabalik to return to mean. So it's really the same price that it was before. Then once it really have the potential, the value, the fundamentals, the white paper, everything that has, and then it's establishing real business, then that's the valuation. That's the reality. So the message of this slide, even good companies really enter a bubble. Okay. Now, let's be deep dive and understand the concept of a market bubble. According to Investopedia, a market bubble, okay, characteristic of marble bubble is the suspension of disbelief by most participants when the speculative price urge is occurring. Okay, after the bubble has burst, that they recognize, nevertheless, some economists have identified 5 stages of the bubble na pag-uusapan natin that could prevent from getting caught on deceptive clutches. Okay, so this is the 5 stages. First, it will be a displacement period. They're gonna release something that will displace or disrupt the current like innovation. It will be caught by media attention, so the boom will rise and it will reach its euphoria. Then institutions will take profit and it will establish panic. So as mentioned here, from 5,000, it went back to 1,000 points, and this is around 76% of drop in the dot-com crash. And according to economists, for this to recover, it took 10 to 15 years. From this area to that area to reach again to 5,000, it took like 10 to 15 years. No? Kung magtutuloy-tuloy siya. Kung ganun, and it lost around 40,000 jobs on that crash. Now, let's talk about the stage 1. Let's deep dive. A displacement occurs when there's a new paradigm. Okay? Like an innovation of a new technology, or there would be a crash in terms of interest rates that low, because when there's interest rates low, people will borrow a lot. When there are a lot of supply in the market when it comes to the money, okay, it will return to, then magkakaroon ng grabing gastusan, di ba? So what we're gonna focus tonight is the new technology, no, the new technology area of the innovation. That's stage 1. So what happened? Okay, 1993, the year after it started, they launched the first web browser they called Mosaic. Okay, the same founder who actually like released this one, or the same investor to Amazon, Twitter, yung mga malaking investor niyan, and yan yung create niyan. Okay, that popularized the internet. Then after this one, they now IPO the following year, naging Netscape na siya, naging talagang popular internet web browser. And it blew the world by like spread by virus in terms of because even you can send instant message, you can download a lot of things. Like before kasi what we're using is, 'di ba, yung like paper lang, padala ng papel, yung mga newspaper to read the news. Ito instant, 'di ba? Because it's web browser already. Then when Netscape IPO, okay, in terms of household use in terms of internet, from 1984, okay, nag-increase to 36%. But nung nag-start na ng IPO, then nirelease na yung web browser, nagkaroon na ng mga computer, it increases only from 93 years, tinagal, of 1984 to ito yan from 1984 to this date, ito lang yung increase. Imagine that gap. Pero nagkaroon ng web browser from 1997, just 3 years, in terms of computer, increase in just span of 3 years. Ganun kalaki ang naging potential niya. Then, after that displacement, it gained momentum. We're now entering at the stage 2. It gained momentum as more and more participants in the market enter the stage. During this stage, the asset in question attracts widespread of media coverage. Then FOMO starting to creep in, yung mga investors or mga institutions starting to really throw their money because they don't want to miss this kind of like earnings, no? Drawing increasing of investors and traders into fold. Diba? Papasok na dyan pera, diba? Invest where the money is growing. And which is true, we're in a stage 2 already. Then that's where your capitalists, that's where your institutional investors comes in, because they're the ones having a lot of money. They're the ones who can invest a lot of money to beat inflation. Okay? What happened in Bitcoin? Okay. What happened in Bitcoin? Your interest rates fell as low as 0.02. Diba? Walang kita ang bonds, walang kita ang stock market. Capitalists wants to grow their money consistently. So what they do? Diba? Same picture. They put it in, diba? Bitcoin. Buenos Aires Bitcoin last January, December, January, dire-diretso. Same thing what happened in Nasdaq. In same history, that period of time nung 1997, no 1994, 1997, 1994, pababa ang interest rates. Hindi sila maka-invest sa bonds kasi walang return. So you need to hedge it. Nagkaroon ng technology which is your .com or your web browser when IPO, lagay pera. Then when actually mga web browser nagkaroon ng mga website. And then there's really no slowing down each year that they develop kasi nga increasing of computers in the market, in the household of US, mga Americans by 50% in just 3 years. Syempre, gagamitin nila yon. So, ano yung mga website na kailangan nila ma-form? So, from 1991 to 1995, from 1,000 to 23,000. And just a span of 1 year. Okay? This jumped to 257 website uploaded. Hindi kasama dyan yung mga favorite website mo na pinapanood ngayon. Kasi wala pa yun ng panahon na yun. I'm sure naiisip mo yung mga naiisip mong website, no? So, kasama na dyan, no? Si Google, si Yahoo, di ba? Kasama na yan dyan. And it was a gold mine for everyone. Because, okay, there's a website, maraming computer, then how can we lagay tayo website, sali tayo sa craze. Okay? Am I sounding familiar right now? What's happening in crypto? Can I have a number 8 on the chat box if nasa stage 2 pa lang ako, nararamdaman nyo na ang point ko? Okay? Okay? Or isang number 10 naman if you want me to continue this topic o bukas na. Okay. Alright. Sige. Let's continue. Yan. So it was a gold mine. It was actually a gold mine because in terms of like if you're gonna invest, your money can be returned quadruple in just a day. So, ang dami yan. Ang dami nung time na yon. Alam ko, most of us, bata pa nito, hindi pa pinapanganak, hindi natin alam. Then, andyan na lahat. Ang dami na nag-IPO. Then, comes your stage 3. Title. Sakto ng time ko. All prices were skyrocketing. Valuation is extremely in terms of levels. Okay? Then, to justify the metrics, they need to make the greater fool theory. And then, sabi nga nila, ang greater fool theory, the last person who handles the last bag of shit is a monkey, no? Is a greater fool. No? So, the idea that no matter how the price goes, there will be, as long as they're buyers and willing to pay more, it plays out everywhere. At the height of the market bubble in 2010, the combined value of Nasdaq was even higher than most GDP of most nation. Imagine mo yun na. Yung Nasdaq itself lang, pag combine mo na yung mga GDP ng most nation, panis kay Nasdaq that time. Ganon ka-boom ang US because of that. Ganon ka-euphoria because of that period of time. Because this is revolutionary eh. This is innovation. This is wow, this is internet. Everything will be instant at that time. The idea of everything will be instant at that time. No? Then let's go back again before we transition to 2000. As I mentioned, 1995, after a year na Mosaic, then it became Netscape. Once it's IPO siya ng 28 USD without fundamentals because of the idea. After the first trading period, it went times 3. So I'm not sure kung in terms of percentage because depende yan sa market cap mo. Kasi kung mababa yung market cap mo, this can be thousands. Kung mataas market cap mo, maliit, 300% lang yan. So let's say, di ko kulang ako ng research, but basta mababa ang market mo, pwede lumipad ng thousands. Okay, but in terms of market value, after a year, it became 2.9 billion that time. That time, it's like, gawin mo tong, dagdagan mo ng 2 zero. Yung value na yan. Ganun kalaki after a year. And everyone was like one day millionaire investing in this technology. One day millionaire. 'Di ba? Yung mga nauna, yung mga naka-chismis nito, well, 'di ba? The best. Oh. Now, let's continue. Since sumabas si Netscape, what did happen? Nagkaroon na ng tinatawag nilang .com. Dito na lumabas lahat ng .com. Kasi si Netscape.com. O IPO rin tayo, 'di ba? Pumasok na yung mga capitalist no? So, okay, ikaw, Jorly, gawa ka ng jorly.com. Bernard, gawa ka ng coach.com. So, lahat tayo. And then, since it's really a crazy time, no? 1999 alone, there were like 457 IPO in just a year. And majority of those IPO are successful. Okay? Honestly, 1996 that time, no? 1996, ang average IPO, you can read around 17%. Okay? 15% from non-internet companies in 1999. But for non.com IPOs, double the price on the first day of trading. Am I sounding like the same? Like SafeMoon, Cake, pareho, no? Okay. Kaso ngayon, thousands of percent na, 400% and everything. And then, in terms of valuation, from 1995 to 2001, dagdagan mo na ito ng 2 in terms of value, it went .com alone, lahat, pag combine mo to, raised $34 billion that time. In terms of value, sabi nila, dagdagan mo lang ng 2 it's the same value right now. So how much is that? 34,000 billion dollars. That's how crazy. That's how people really making money because of this innovation. That's how a lot of millionaires, but they're all also holding a full bag of shit, diba? Because there are also people really wanted. Di natin alam, may mga dyan, IPO dyan na talagang ang gaganda ng white paper, ang gaganda ng kung ano-ano, but no one's secured because everything, this is 457. Who would know what's the best? Okay? What they did, here's the crazy thing part. Okay? Most of the .com startups company spends like crazy establishing kasi people are making money, no? Their goal is not to make profit, but their goal is to generate investments. How? Making noise and domination. How? Throwing parties. Okay? Like more speculation about those IP address. And since it was very profitable in terms of its horizon, it didn't matter. Okay? There's also one company, yung time siguro na yun, siya yung Bruno Mars. Nagpa-concert ng 2 araw, 3 araw sa different bar. Kasing mahal ni Bruno Mars that time. Kasi si Bruno Mars pa yung pinakamahal na artist. Okay? But good companies like eBay and Amazon, okay, showed good promises but successful business models, but they were not seen. Hindi sila nakikita. Nakatingin ng mga tao, who's the one making a lot of noise? Who's the one making a lot of media attention? Let's go back to my realities. Mostly of those .com companies were really not trained for success. I researched one company that like Boo.com from its IPO spent $108 million in just 6 months and went bankrupt in May 2002. Nagpa-dyaryo, nagpa-news, nagrenta ng artista, endorser, just to gain the attention. Okay? And it's like a perfect storm for everyone. Siguro at the current moment, sino yung nakarinig na ng ano yun, yung same person na ginawa nito? Parang inulit lang niya, no? Anong pangalan nun? Yung BitConnect. Okay? Throws a lot of parties, di ba? Like, tapos, yung talagang Ponzi scheme yung ginawa, no? Like, Okay, Bitcoin. Siya nagsasabi nagde-declare in terms of value, sariling value niya. Dinedeclare niya, babae. Hanapin niyo sa YouTube. BitConnect yung pangalan, Indian yung may-ari. Okay? Maghanap siya investor, bili ka ng BitConnect. Oh, invest ka, BitConnect. Sabihin niya, value ng BitConnect is $10. After a day, naging $200. After a few weeks, naging $1,000. Sabihin natin. Then what ano siya, media attention pa, interview siya, how, why, ganyan. She explained the technology behind. Tapos after a few months, nagpa-party siya. He closed the whole stadium and released the current price of BitConnect. After a day, she got a lot of the money and took it away. And hid na hindi natin alam kung saan siya. Oh. So, but then again, because of that, the same FOMO, the same story, the FOMO, it became the perfect storm. Because the reality, it's everyone's so high, it's hard to see the reality. Because everyone's making money eh. Everyone's the market cap of boo.com is like this. It's the first market cap, no? Amazon is like wala sa top 20 that time, no? Because you can see the reality if again, if this company have a lot of investment, you think that's the reality. Because everyone's making money investing in that company, investing in that technology. So that's why there's a quote here, everyone's so high, it's hard to see the reality. .com companies were just like spending in marketing ads, nothing to do with generating revenue or improving their cash flow. Because everyone's making money. Okay? If they can continue raising money, why focus on revenue? Let me repeat that. If they can continue raising money, investment, and still making some
10,
ads, put it on a bus, put it on the news, why focus on the revenue? Right? So, since it's a FOMO already, and you're in the institution already like making money, okay, syempre, alam nila yan eh. It's starting now to take profit. Okay? But the problem here is no one knows the sell-off, when it's gonna happen. Because the market can stay irrational longer than you can stay solvent. Because the start money, in terms of exchange for, okay, starting selling profits and taking profits, but estimating the exact time to the collapse is difficult already. But what we do know is that investors suddenly realized that these .com companies who really don't have potential, an internet company with $1 billion valuation has no revenue or earnings and saddled by debt or no future, and it's worthless. Let me go back to that. No, if others are making money, why focus on generating revenue? And no one knows when it will happen again. So, after that one, what will happen now? It just need one good reason for them to drop everything at once. But once they have, for example, if I'm an institution, my psychology is, for example, I bought like 10. This reached 20. Okay? Sabihin na lang natin, take profit ko na yung 5. Kahit bumagsak yan, kumita pa rin ako ng 5. And you convert this into $1 trillion, that's a lot of money. Kahit sabayan mo na ako na gumaganon siya, binibili mo habang bumabagsak. As I computed, kumita na ako ng 5. Diba? That's how they think. That's how smart. Kaya nga smart money eh. Diba? So, wala siya na pakialam if it's panics or not. But when it's actually, once it's pricked, the bubble cannot inflate again. And in this stage, the prices reverse and descend rapidly as they had descended. Investors, speculators, commit margin calls, plunging values, and faster as they want to liquidate the price as fast, no? And as supply overwhelms demand, the asset sharply decreases. Then there's one good reason for this to happen. Remember Y2K? Oh. Remember Y2K? Who can remember Y2K? Oh, sino kaya ka-remember nitong Y2K? Number 1. Oh. Oh, sino naka-remember? 10 na remember mo, 1 alam mo. Oh, sino yan? Sino ang tingin mo diyan? Oh. Yan, oh. Sino? 10, naintindihan mo siya fully. Number 1, number 5, a bit, no? Oh, yan. Sige, taga-ama. Oh, Y2K. No, that's not one. That's not one. Oh. That's not one. That's not the one. Yeah. Y2J yun eh. Oh. Yeah, oh. There. Sige. Yeah. So, sino sino no? Okay. Sige. So, the Y2K, siguro to put in short, I don't really understand. Sorry. Sorry, AMDI. I don't really understand it perfectly, but what I understand about it is every a decade, like century, all the computers will reset. If a lot of functions like the DAM, if reset, kung magre-reset sila, everything will malfunction. So, dun yung parang magkakaroon ng parang leap year something, then magre-reset yung mga computer, mapupunta siya sa 0, 0. So, something like that, no? So, yun yung fear na nangyari. But what's really happening in the market, it actually went all-time high that time. And what make it actually a perfect storm for them to drop the price is on the same time na Japan released that it will enter recession. Since Japan is a very crucial player in the tech market world that time, okay, it's aside from this Y2K fear, okay, 2001, the market spread like wildfire, starting a sell-off of those companies in the dot-com. And in no time, it fell 39% in 2000 alone. Guys, yung 8%, 5% nga ng Nasdaq ngayon, ramdam nyo na. Paano pa tong bear market na to? So, for most companies na buhay na noon, which is actually Microsoft, no? Nadagdagan pa. Nadagdagan pa ng problema. Same time that happened in Facebook recently, it was faced an antitrust lawsuit that monopolized the software of the computer. So, itong fear na yan, nadagdagan pa ng isang blue chip problem. So, because of that, Microsoft lost 15% and additional drop of the Nasdaq of 8%. After 2 years, Nasdaq lost 78% from its peak. Imagine tatlong bear market na pinagsama-sama mo. Imagine nakabili ka sa tuktok. Billion. Imagine the psychological impact sa'yo. Again, your mindset that time might be, this is the innovation. This is the future. The website, the browser. But your port looks like this. And that is billions. How would you think? How would you feel? Would you panic? Yes, of course, that's normal. It's the same, like it's your emotional being as well, and that's money. And sometimes money is our security, di ba? So that's what's happened. No? So how fast it actually goes up, it twice as fast as it did go down. That 5 years of hype, no? Speculation, advertising, and one-day billionaire dreams just went away in just 14 months. Stable companies like Amazon, from $107 per share, it went back to $7. Apple, from $5 that time, went back to $1. Imagine 400% down this is, I don't know kung anong valuation ito, but if you're investing in these good companies, how would you feel emotionally? Diba? Would you feel like I'm gonna buy more? Or nagpapanik ka na? Don't know, diba? You don't know because you're not in that situation. Diba? You're not in that situation. You don't know what's the best. You don't know even Amazon that time is the best. That will actually one of the best right now in terms of one of the .coms that state. You don't know because this is the reality. That's actually in your picture. You have 78% Nasdaq fell in just 14 months. It took 14 months for the mere market to recover. In that 14 months, dami nawala ng trabaho, 'di ba? That's recession, 'di ba? So, if you're not as smart as a smart man institutional investor that took profit before it actually went down, okay? They're the ones buying the dip kasi sila nakakaalam eh. Ikaw, sama ka lang, FOMO ka lang, narinig mo lang, 'di ba? Bili ka lang sa tuktok, you put all your money, 'di ba? Sakit, 'di ba? Now, to this is my last slide already. I may like disregard or I may counter what Warren Buffett said. Be greedy when others are fearful, but be fearful when others are greedy. For me, this is not all the time. This is not all the time. It may be true in most established companies, is most established asset, but not in speculations. Real companies' assets are built on earnings and cash flow, and that's called valuation. It needs a reason for it to put in a valuation. Let's go back to my word when I started. Reality. If everyone's so hard, we cannot see the reality because it unlocks our greed. It unlocks what we need to see. And hindi tayo madang-awrin that can predict the future. What can we live is only the moment in the present. That's why whatever company, whatever asset, only invest in the established companies and only invest that is money willing to lose. Do not be like those people who invest in the .com crash that wants to be a one-day millionaire. And that's why speculative investing is one of the most high-risk type of investing because you only invest by stories and there's always a say that buy a rumor, always sell on news. Because there are capitalists and there are smart money who knows more than you and there are insiders who knows a lot more than you. And we are just retailers. We can only ride along with the whales, as they say. To put into the reality, out of that 457 companies who IPO, only 3 survive. Only 3 survive out of that 457. And that's now your Amazon, and that's now your eBay, and that's now your Priceline PCLN. So my question to everyone right now, okay, whatever innovation we're up to, whatever type of investment na mangyayari, IPOs, whatever that disruptive, okay, the best investment you can make is still an investment for yourself. Because if you're starting to learn, not just the fundamentals, how to read the chart, how to read the sentiment, and protect yourself from psychology, the more you're gonna earn consistently. Sabi nila, everyone's so genius if it's bull market. Look at the time when the Nasdaq entered at 76% drop. How would you react as an investor? How would you react as a trader? If you have 1 million pesos right now investing in any asset, why not spend 10% of that investing to yourself? How to read valuation? What is macroeconomics? How to do technical analysis? And in investing, you need years. Will you stay the same way? Or will you stay just an investor without knowing? Or just hearing hearsay? So let me end this story, guys. Let me end this topic by like an action plan to everyone. That first, do not invest the money that you're not willing to lose. Okay? Invest in yourself and always be fearful when others are greedy. Okay? So that ends my slide for tonight. Sakto lang ba na 30 minutes lang ako? Okay. So are we can I have like siguro questions, no? Questions. Honestly, parang facts lang naman yun. No need to question kasi parang market psychology lang naman. Like kwentuhan lang yung dating ng ginawa ko. So there you go. So do you have any questions? Or what will now change? No? What will now change? Siguro, tanong ko lang yung speaker ko. After hearing that one, Sir Bernard, since yung naging technical analysis, part ka rin ng whip. Is there a change o ano? Not really a change, no? Like help me out. Okay. Yeah. Sir Andiyan ba Sir Joe? No? Sir Jorly ko na lang. Ayan, tulungan mo ako. Yan. Oh.
I see. Actually, na-experience ko na yan since 2017. Kaya I know the feeling.
Sa Bitcoin, no? Bumagsak lang todo.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yung fear, nandun talaga. Kasi tao ka lang, talagang mararamdaman mo yung takot. Pero, at the end of the day, kasi kailangan mo ng deeper understanding in terms of investing. Kasi kapag wala ka talagang alam, matatakot ka lang. Pero kapag matindi na yung understanding mo in terms of investing, katulad nga ng macroeconomics na sinasabi mo, actually nakikinig ako. Since 2017, hindi na ako nanonood ng TV. I spent all my spare time in studying. I read books. Actually, favorite ko is Think and Grow Rich and You Were Born Rich. Yun yung the best na for me, yun yung nag-inculcate kung anong dapat na meron ka na dapat mapagtibayin.
The recording has stopped.
And then, katulad nga ng sinabi ko kanina, yung takot nandun yun. Pero mawawala yung takot kapag yung understanding mo is na-establish mo. And then, since 2017, nagbenta ba ako ng Bitcoin? No. Hindi ako nagbenta ng Bitcoin. Ito, nag-drop siya up to 3,000. Imagine, from 20,000, nag-drop siya ng 3,000. Kung meron kang isang Bitcoin at yun yung life saving mo, matatakot ka talaga. Pero hindi ako nagbenta. Kasi alam ko yung fundamentals din ng Bitcoin. Alam ko kung gaano kalaki ang network niya. And alam ko ang sino-sino mga institution ang nagsusupport sa kanya. And then, during the process ng studying ko, and then na-figure out ko kung ano ang XRP. And then, nung time na na-discover ko ang XRP, doon ako nag-focus ng studying ngayon. Kasi in terms of network of connections, widely connected ang XRP throughout the world. Sa lahat ng central banks, sa lahat ng world governments. Ganon katindi ang network niya. Hindi mo siya basta-basta makikita yung mga information na yun sa internet. Kailangan mo talaga ng deep dive research. Actually, yung mga information na nakalap ko noon for the last 3 years, mga great researchers ang tawag ko sa kanila. Sinishare kasi nila sa Twitter yung research nila. And I found out na really, it's really amazing na ang Ripple ay hindi siya ordinary startup.
Nice. Thank you. Ayos. Coach Mac. Yeah.
Sa akin, malaking tulong talaga yung technical analysis on my part. And it really helps me a lot to save my hard-earned money. Just like Sir Jurley, nag-stop rin ako mag-watch na ng news since sa pandemic. So, like him, I spend my time wisely reading books reading and less listening to the people involved in trading. Kumbaga, ano talaga, nag-research talaga ako mabuti and take some course kahit na mahal siya just to have better understanding of what I'm doing and
Yeah.
what our others are doing.
Oh,
Kasi yes.
yeah. There's a question here. May fair value ba ang crypto like stocks?
Sabi ko nga, just like what I said a while ago, it depends on the one kumbaga tayo nagbibigay kasi ng value sa lahat ng bagay.
Mm.
Kung tumaas man siya is because na there is kumbaga sa tingin ng isang tao is siya, kumbaga pwede siyang gamitin. So we are the one, kumbaga tayo rin yung nagbibigay ng value sa kanya. Isipin mo na lang kung wala naman talagang bumibili sa kanya. So it will be useless to buy that crypto yung Bitcoin. So yun sa akin on the part of cryptocurrency. Dahil naniniwala sila, then part ka na rin doon sa naniniwala na yun kasi
Correct. So,
bumili ka
also to add to that, sa stocks kasi, example, a company, example, wala nag-invest sa company. But this company is earning, no? So, the reason why din sila nag-invest because this company can give dividends. Dividends out of the profit made by the company because of their product. So, that's, I think, one difference. So, for me, also, in terms of valuation, correct na ang valuation na nagde-dictate is still the demand by crypto. But in terms of valuation, based on a certain product, wala pa. So it's still speculative. Would you agree, guys?
I second emotion.
Okay. Okay. All right. So it's actually 10:41. Ipa-live na lang natin to si Sir Jeff. Sir Jeff, tsaka pa ba Sir Jeff? Wala yata si Sir Jeff, nawala. Ayan. Okay, guys. So with that, that actually ends our topic tonight. Can I have like natuto ba kayo from all our topics? Can you rate from 1 to 10 from cordially Coach Mac and me for this whole webinar given to you free, no, given to you guys for free. Yan. There you go, there you go. Yan. Salamat, salamat. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Lahat na, isa lang. Okay. So with that, guys, okay, more to dito pa kaso late na bala. Kaya nga. So Sir Jeff, ayan, can you tomorrow with us sa live na lang sa tayo about your topic. Okay lang ba sa'yo? So, supposedly platform yung kay Sir Jeff, but since wala nang ang grabe na 10:40 na talaga. So let's actually lang with Sir Jeff. Yan. So let's say thank you. And with that, again, Sir Jorly, thank you so much. Sir Coach, salamat sa time nyo. And everyone who's having with us for tonight. Salamat. God bless, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Oy, guys, Valkyrie tayo bukas. Valkyrie pag topic sa Billionaires Club. Bye-bye. Thank you,
Bye.
guys.